Hi everyone, welcome to Difference Frames the World, an independent channel where you can see the world differently. Yesterday, we uploaded a video discussing China outclassing the US Navy, in which we cannot cover China's cutting-edge technologies like hypersonic missiles and drone technology, regrettably. Today, we would like to talk about China's hypersonic technology, which the top officials in the Pentagon admit they cannot compete with. In the coming days, we can also dive into China's other advances, such as drone technology and laser weapons. Let us know if you want us to do that in the comments below. In late September this year, China launched a hypersonic missile into the high seas of the South Pacific, which shocked the world as it was China's first ever international test of its intercontinental ballistic missile capable of carrying out nuclear strikes. The Chinese did not prepare for the test fire, and it just launched it like emitting a stone into the air, which means its rocket force could strike targets at any time and from whichever place it desired. China's development of hypersonic technology has posed challenges for the United States. The US is actively enhancing its defense systems to address this evolving threat, but intercepting hypersonic missiles remains a complex and ongoing technological endeavor. If a conflict arises in the so-called Indo-Pacific region, particularly concerning Taiwan or other potential flashpoints, China's hypersonic weapons will be a big headache for the US and its allies if they dare to interfere with China's reunification militarily. Beijing's rocket force oversees the missile systems, and their inventory comprises a range of conventional mobile, ground-launched ballistic missiles with short, medium, intermediate, and intercontinental ranges. These systems can launch precision strikes against ground and naval targets, including America's aircraft carriers. Peter Brian Hegseth, an American television presenter, author, and Army National Guard officer, will become the United States Secretary of Defense in Donald Trump's second cabinet. He warned that China is building an army to defeat the US. China's hypersonic missiles can destroy all the US aircraft carriers in 20 minutes, he said. In every war game conducted by the Pentagon, the US loses to China.
China's building an army specifically dedicated to defeating the United States of America. That is their strategic outset. Take hypersonic missiles. So if our whole power projection platform is aircraft carriers and the ability to project power that way strategically around the globe, and yeah, we have a nuclear triad and all of that, but a big part of it. And if 15 hypersonic missiles can take out our 10 aircraft carriers in the first 20 minutes of a conflict, what does that look like?
His remarks are overly exaggerated and no one should take them seriously, but they reflect America's anxiety facing China's prowess in the hypersonic field. The Chinese are not content with their advantages in the field. Instead, they continue to invest in more advanced platforms. At the China Air Show in Zhuhai, China unveiled the GDF-600, a hypersonic glide vehicle that can travel at Mach 7, covering a distance of 200 to 600 kilometers. It can carry various submunitions, including supersonic missiles, drones, and loitering munitions. The War Zone reported that GDF-600 could release these payloads mid-flight, enhancing its operational versatility. This capability allows it to conduct kinetic strikes, electronic warfare, and reconnaissance missions across multiple targets. The War Zone's report highlights China's ongoing investment in hypersonic technology, in contrast to the difficulties faced by the US military with similar systems. This hypersonic vehicle will transform warfare with its rapid, multi-target strike capabilities and electronic attack functions. It can quickly send conventional submunitions to the battlefield, like a mini aircraft carrier in the air. The GDF-600 seems more suitable for adapting to more regional environments, such as the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea. The GDF-600 is not a simple upgrade of existing weapons, but a revolutionary innovation of hypersonic weapons. With its unique technology and significant advantages, it opens up new possibilities for future wars. The flight trajectory of the GDF-600 is not a parabola like a traditional ballistic missile, but a more complex glide path. This ballistic design makes the GDF-600 more difficult to predict, posing a great challenge to the enemy's defense system. Traditional air defense systems usually rely on predicting the fixed path of ballistic missiles to intercept them. However, the GDF-600's gliding trajectory breaks this rule, making it more difficult to lock and intercept. What is more worth mentioning is that the GDF-600 is not a disposable weapon. It adopts a platform design and can be loaded with various types of ammunition according to different combat needs, from supersonic and subsonic missiles to aerial bombs and drones. This versatility greatly enhances the GDF-600's operational flexibility, enabling it to adapt to different combat environments and target types. This means that the GDF-600 can not only carry out precision strikes on enemy fixed targets, but also effectively intercept moving targets, and even release drones for reconnaissance purposes in addition to strikes. By adjusting design parameters and configuring different propulsion systems, the range of the GDF-600 can be expanded to 6,000 kilometers, forming a serialized high-speed cluster strike platform, allowing the vehicle to be flexibly adjusted according to different combat requirements and adapt to a wider combat area. Whether it is a short-range or long-range strike, the GDF-600 can provide effective fire support. Even the most advanced air defense systems in the world find it difficult to respond effectively to such a hypersonic glide vehicle flying at Mach 7 with an unpredictable path. With a range of 200 to 6,000 kilometers, the GDF-600 can cover a wide combat area and carry out precision strikes on enemy targets in depth. The enemy's command centers, military bases, seaports, airports, and other important strategic nodes will be exposed to the strike range of the GDF-600, which will completely change the pattern of war and make the enemy's strategic deployment and combat plans more difficult. The erratic glide trajectory further enhances the GDF-600's penetration capability, making it difficult for enemy radar to capture the flight trajectory of the GDF-600, provide early warning, and deploy defenses, which greatly increases the suddenness and effectiveness of the strike. Multiple GDF-600 vehicles can operate together and launch intensive attacks on enemy targets from different directions, putting great pressure on the enemy's defense system and making it difficult to fight back. This cluster strike mode will completely change the rhythm and intensity of the war and deal a devastating blow to the enemy. The emergence of GDF-600 is not only an upgrade of weapons and equipment, but also a sign of the reshaping of future war rules. It will significantly change the rhythm of war, the intensity of confrontation, and the requirements for command decision-making and response speed. The ultra-high speed of Mach 7 means that the GDF-600 can reach the target area in a very short time and carry out devastating strikes on key enemy nodes. The emergence of GDF-600 will greatly shorten the preparation time for war, allowing war to break out in seconds and minutes, not in days, weeks, or months. If President Xi Jinping flips a coin someday and says it is time, something dramatic will happen across the Taiwan Strait overnight. Taiwan's leader cannot reach the U.S. President-elect, Donald Trump, in days, as the latter refuses to talk with him. When war breaks out, it will be more difficult for him to connect with the U.S. in seconds or minutes. After the new Taiwan leader was sworn into office, America's carriers stayed outside the range of China's hypersonic missiles, east of the Philippines, south of Australia, and west of India, so they could not rescue Taiwan if something happened. The emergence of the GDF-600 will change the conventional war rules completely, and commanders must be lightning fast to respond. Coupled with the world's best drones that can autonomously select targets, plan routes, and perform attack missions, the combat efficiency and flexibility of the new hypersonic platform will be widely strengthened. Hypersonic drone swarms will gradually become a reality, providing more possibilities for future wars like launching intensive attacks on multiple enemy targets simultaneously. China is steadily accelerating its progress in developing hypersonic weapons. In the future, it will continue to increase its R&D investment to improve the accuracy and reliability of these weapons and explore more application scenarios, such as long-range strikes and rapid response capabilities. It demonstrates China's technological strength and strategic layout in this field, and also indicates the development trend of China's future hypersonic weapons. Notably, its hypersonic flight speed enables it to effectively break through the existing air defense network, open up safe channels for other air forces, such as fighters and bombers, and improve their survivability and combat effectiveness. As the technology continues to improve, the GDF-600 will be more powerful, and its application scenarios will be more extensive. For example, it can become air-launched, so bombers or other large aircraft can carry and launch it in the sky, further expanding its combat radius and strike range. It can also be used in joint operations with other hypersonic weapon systems to form a more powerful strike force. The advent of GDF-600 is a milestone in the history of China's military technology development. It shows that China has made tremendous progress in developing hypersonic weapons. It also symbolizes the arrival of the hypersonic era, the rise of China's military power, and the country's determination and ability to maintain national security and regional peace. As related technology advances, the GDF-600 will evolve into many models with more powerful performance and much wider application scenarios. It will become a powerful advantage for the Chinese military and play an increasingly important role in protecting the country's national security and global interests. Thanks for watching our videos, and please subscribe to our channel if you have not done that so you will not miss our uploads every day. Like, forward and share our videos with your friends, helping DFTW become a club with 1 million subscribers shortly. Thanks again.